particular person had sex before marriage. Look at them now, they are doing very well. God has forgiven them, they are even serving God. This particular person asks, you see, because you guys are just making us scared that it is only God that we have to answer to. If we, yes, this video will probably be getting a lot of side eye, but do I look like I care? No, I don't care about what you think about this video. I just want you to watch this video. As a Christian, as a believer that loves God and loves church so much, I grew up with so many questions on my mind. I grew up wanting to ask a lot of questions. I grew up being curious and I wanted more information, but I knew that there were some questions that I could not ask because I just feel like they will automatically just believe that I want to do that particular thing. And because of this, many Christians, many child of God, many children of pastors grew up without having personal convictions about the faith, about the Christian faith. The Christian faith is an evidence-based faith, yes. So there should be an answer to every question that you have in your heart. The only reason why you will not get an answer is probably because you are asking the wrong person. There's an answer to everything you have in your mind about your faith. So in this video, okay, before we start this video, we have some equipment that we'll be needing in this video. One is this broom. This video will be so unfiltered, unscripted, that you guys are going to enjoy it. Like, this is me. So I want to lose this hair, and we have 30 minutes to lose this hair and make this video. So we have broom because I could not find the cotton comb. Are we ready? Are we ready? So where should we start from? Because me, I have like 100 questions that I want to ask the pastor, but I have to do research by myself because I am afraid that you think I want to sin. That's why I want to add that question. Number one is, why has Jesus not come yet? Yes, Jesus, for ages, we've been hearing Jesus will come. We've been hearing that we need to give our life to Christ, that will not go to hell when Jesus comes. Before they gave it to us, hundreds of years ago, why is Jesus not here yet? We want to ask you a question. We want you to answer us. I read a book by Pastor Emmanuel Iron, and it really brought something about this particular question. I'm so excited that there's somebody in this our generation that really wants to answer this question, because everybody just avoid the question and they just automatically just believe that you should stick with what they are saying, that Jesus is coming. I need you to show me evidence. We are no longer in the age where you will just tell us to go and we are going to go. We need you to show us proof. So while I was reading the book, he spoke about Noah. He spoke about the fact that God just asked Noah to build an ark. God did not tell Noah when the rain or the flood will start. For a few years, a lot of years, Noah kept on building the ark and preaching doom that flood will come, critical will come. But there was no time for this flood. And I'm sure that every morning when people are passing and they say that there's no flood and Noah was still building the ark, they will do like this to him. They look at you. See, we have woke up again this morning. Where's the flood? You are just wasting your time building the ark. So it's just like that. Now, when we hear Jesus is coming, we do not have a particular time that Jesus is coming. But we know, just as the flood later came, Jesus will definitely come. Some people have believed when Noah was preaching that Jesus will come. Jesus will come. Some people have believed, maybe, just maybe, they would not have perished. Maybe they would have entered the ark too. Okay, so he went further to talk about the fact that, have you ever been in an examination where the invigilator will say 2 minutes more, then after 10 minutes he will still say 2 minutes more, because he's giving you more chances. He's giving you more chances to why is my hair wet? Because he's giving you more chances to make the decision. He's giving you more chances to remember what you read. At least if you read anything at all, he believes that if he keeps on giving you more chances, you would remember. You might see it as slowness, but it is actually him being patient with you. It's actually him being patient with me. Another thing is, Jesus coming may not meet us, but everybody will meet Jesus. Either Jesus coming meets you on earth, or you go and meet Jesus for his coming. One has to happen. So either way, Jesus will arrive. Stephanie, look at it. Oh, look at it. Who beats me now? Who beats me when I answer the question? Who beats me? Nobody. Question number 2. It's getting deeper. It's getting really deeper. Unfiltered. It's getting really, really, really deeper. Question number 2. Church is a scam. These people are spending our money. Your pastor is riding a helicopter. You are riding a keke napep. Your pastor have a private jet. You are flying bike up and down. Church is a scam. Trust me, this is on a lot of us minds. Some people, nobody has ever scammed them. In fact, they have never given 1 naira to church, but they are going around saying church is a scam. That's why I'm not going. I cannot give my money, my hard-earned money. I cannot give my hard-earned money to the church. How much is in your account? I thought on one day, I said, you know that? Everybody I said that my pastor is using a helicopter. My pastor is shaking it. All the offering that I've been giving all these years cannot buy 1 AC in this church. Then, personally, all the offering that I've been giving, I said it a few years ago though, because I was still a student by that time. But I meant what I said. I said, all the offering that I have been giving cannot buy a record. AC in the church cannot buy. The fact is, yes, there are fake churches. Yes, there are fake prophets. Yes, there are some prophets and some pastors. Let me do quarter on top of this one I want to say. Yes, there are some pastors and prophets that are using your monies to buy a helicopter, using your monies to fund their lifestyles. But there will never be a fake or something that does not have original. There will never be a fake of something that does not have original. Hey, I hope my voice is recording. The only reason why there's a fake of anything is because the original exists. If all these Yibo Abame people that are doing something, they buy the original first, then they make the original, they make fakes of the original. They have to see a copy of the original before they can be a fake. Let me tell you, people are shouting fake pastors, they themselves, they know real pastors. But they will intentionally not talk about the real ones because they know that it's the fake one that will bring fame to them. It's the fake one that will bring noise to them. See, personally, me going to church is a personal decision. And it's something that I'm fully convinced about. All this, I don't have to go to church to be a Christian. I don't have to do clinical to be a Christian. You cannot hate God. You cannot hate the church. You cannot claim to love God and hate the body. The Bible says the church is the body of Christ. You cannot claim that you love church and hate the body. Do your best to identify the real body, the original, which is where the discernment of spirit comes to play. That is why you need to know God by yourself. I will never get tired of preaching the fact that you need to know God, you need to serve God, you need to study the Bible by yourself. Hey, was I able to answer that question? Question number, what are we? I lost count. I think number 3. Can a Christian go for therapy? I don't know why this topic is even controversial in the church in the first place. Why do you let people feel any less of themselves when they say they want to go for therapy? Because you're like, a Christian should not go for therapy because God can heal depression, because God heals depression, because that is not where you're supposed to be as a child of God. Let me tell you something. If you are a Christian and you are depressed, you feel like your mental health is at stake, go for therapy. Yes, do I believe that God can heal depression? I believe totally that God heals depression. And I believe that that feeling that you are feeling right there does not define you. You are who God says you are. Yes, you are who God says you are. So even the therapy does not make you less of a Christian. It just means that you need somebody physically that you can pour yourself into. Yes, you need somebody. It's just like Catholics, I guess. They confess their sins and they feel better. Maybe if you go for therapy, you just need somebody to say it out, apart from saying it to God in prayer. So that does not make you any less of a Christian because you feel like you want to go for a therapy, you want to see a therapist, does not make you any less of a Christian. In fact, I support you. Go. If you know you're not feeling like yourself, this video is about to be a very long video. Another question is, must everybody speak in tongues? If I've gone for let's say 10 evangelism in my life, I think 7 people have asked me, is it by force they speak in tongue? My hands are not equal, right? Why does it have to necessarily be this one that will not be equal? Why can't it be this one? Why can't it be this one? Why can't it be this one? I'll be tallest. Everybody cannot be rich. Must you be part of people that we poor? That's basically what I tell people when they ask me that. Do I think it's necessary for every Christian to speak in tongues? I said, do you think you should be the one that will not exhibit one of the gifts of God? You ask me a question, I ask you a question back. It's not by force to speak in tongues, honestly. I think that it's not by force. But if God actually gave us the ability to speak in tongues, then why shouldn't you speak in tongues? Why shouldn't you use it? If God sees it fit for him to give us the gift, then that means there's a reason why he gave us, and why should you not, like, right? Am I actually speaking well, or I'm actually blabbing? Like, that's just what I think. I'm just trying to answer questions that might be in your head that I feel like was in my head at a point too, right? Another question that I think that people need to ask, or people want to ask, is that, see, I don't even know if it's a question or it's just something that I want to talk about, is the fact that, let's talk about purity. Yes, let's talk about purity. I know the Bible says that we should not have sex before marriage. You should keep yourselves for your husband. You should see, one of the issues or one of the major reasons why people end up having sex before marriage is because of the reasons why they should not have sex before marriage was put to them. Trust me when I'm saying this, I know what I'm saying. You hear somebody tell somebody that this particular person had sex before marriage. Look at them now, they are doing very well. God has forgiven them. They are even serving God. This particular person acts, you see, because you guys are just making us scared that it is only God that we have to answer to if we. Oh God, that I said that came out very wrong. That came out very wrong. It's because you guys are putting it out to us that this video is clear. It's because you guys are already putting it out to us that if you have sex, you will become bad, and then there's a place where people now say that when we do these things, we have a God that forgives us, so why shouldn't I? One thing is, what I will say is, any reason why anybody is keeping themselves from marriage should be something very personal, apart from the Bible. These people should give us more reasons. Okay, let me say it this way. I think they need to start telling us in churches more often that every rule, everything God asks us not to do in the Bible is not for God. And that is why it is easy for God to forgive you when you do things like that. Because in the first place, God did not ask you not to have sex for him. He asked you not to have sex for yourself. The reason why we are not allowed to have sex before marriage is to keep yourself from being hurt. Yes, it's to keep yourself from being hurt. If you've never sex before marriage, it will be hard for you to be satisfied by one partner when you eventually get married, or you then start to compare that partner with another partner, and then that makes the marriage shaky because now you are fornicating in your mind. Him asking us not to have sex is so that you will not have to share your body with multiple partners. That time where people stop making us feel like we are keeping ourselves, that time where you people that are preaching purity stop trying to put it to us that we are keeping ourselves because for God, we are keeping ourselves for our husbands, is that moment where we'll start having more people keep themselves for marriage. Because they get to understand that they are not keeping themselves for that future husband, they're not keeping themselves for that particular person, but they are keeping themselves because they want to have peace of mind and they want a very perfect, or not perfect, but they want a very good marriage. They don't want to have to compromise. They don't want to have a lot of questions. You said should take me less than 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like my words are not together in this video, but I hope you get the message. Should we move to the next question? I still have a lot of questions and my hair is still much, so we can still talk more, right? About addiction. You might say something that then I'll say it in English. Once a madman discovers or admits that he is mad, then it's close to recovery. Yes. See, for you to be able to say that you are addicted to something, you are close to actually stopping that thing. Trust me, you already know that you have a problem. You are close to the solution. I don't understand why all preachers, like, addiction is a real problem in Christendom, in youth Christianity, whatever we are doing right now, that we are doing, serving God and all. And people, the only thing people preach is that you cannot overcome addictions by yourself. You can. I think what people say in almost every preaching, all pastors, when they are preaching about addiction, what they say is you cannot overcome it by yourself. You cannot do that by yourself, and that makes people actually shy away from actually wanting to overcome the addiction, because now they already believe that what they are doing is embarrassing, right? And they really want to stop. But just imagine the papa or a particular fellowship who has been masturbating. Just, I know that it will be best for that person to actually talk to a mentor, but this person might not want to talk to a mentor. So because this person is not comfortable to talk to a mentor, does that mean this person should continue doing what he's doing? No. Please preach other ways that people can actually stop being addicted to something without having to talk to you about it, because you all don't keep secrets. I said what I said because you all don't keep secrets. I have been in a place where I shared something very personal with a man of God, and well, it's not about me. It was not about me. It was about somebody. And I said, please don't tell anybody, but I need you to help this person. And when they told the person that it's me that said it, and that actually spoiled that relationship. So please, we don't want to talk to you, but please still give us a solution on how to make things work ourselves. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to actually stop being addicted to whatever you want to stop by yourself. One, addictions thrive in secrecy. Stop being secretive about it. Yes, I'm not saying you should go and tell everybody your problem, because I don't trust nobody. I'm saying that help yourself not to be in secret. If you think that particular thing you are doing is bad, that means the only place where you do it is where people don't see you. So avoid being in where people don't see you at that particular time when you know you want to date. If you think that if yours is masturbation, pornography, then you cannot do it in front of people. If you're staying alone, the best thing you should do is try to get like a roommate, a flatmate, get somebody that somehow you'll not be comfortable doing it in presence of that person, and then make sure that you sleep before the person. See, when you are ready to stop being addicted to something, trust me, you yourself, you do it if you're not comfortable sharing with another person. But to be very sincere, it will be better to share it to another person, especially an higher authority or a leader. But if you know that you really do not want to share because you feel like they will share it, you're embarrassed about it, you can do it yourself. Trust me, I've been there. You can do it yourself. If you want me to do a full video on how to stop being addicted to something without sharing with anybody, let me know. I'm going to do for you. I'm so scared that my mic is not recording. So, how many questions you know? Okay, let me talk about another one. Another one is what to wear and what not to wear to church. What to wear and what not to wear to church. First and foremost, this trouser, whatever thing, we have a lot of questions about it as a youth. But then we have accepted that we can wear trousers to church now. A lot of churches have accepted the fact that you can wear trousers to church, even though they might not let you minister with your trouser. What I think is that whatever that you cannot wear to church should not be worn at all. Whatever you cannot wear to church as a Christian should not be found in your wardrobe. Yes, I said what I said. So if you're somebody, you're a child of God, you're a pastor's wife, you're a pastor kid, there's some things you wear to the club, and you cannot wear on a Sunday. Yeah, all these trouser, whatever things, there's no your whatever is in your wardrobe should be able to be worn to church. I can proudly say it's that every outfit I have in my wardrobe, to my play wears, maybe just not my sleepwears, because sleepwears is not part. Sleepwears is not part, but everything else I have a notification on my phone. That's why everything else I have mostly are things I can wear to church. Like I can decide to pick anything from my wardrobe and it will actually just enter church. Let me say it like that. This video is like the longest sit down video I've done ever, and I've not even done my hair. Imagine that. So what else? Which other questions do I think I have? Okay, somebody actually spoke, asked one question on my TikTok comments, and she said that how do we hear God and how do we know that it's God that is speaking? And I said something. I responded to her that maybe I'm going to add my response to somewhere in this video. That is, if I'm not too lazy to actually edit this video properly, I'm going to add it. I told her that the way you hear God is different. I personally, the way I hear God is that I just feel a kind of peace. You know, when something is going on and then you just have peace, like maybe a lot of things going on and everybody's panicking, and somehow, I find myself not panicking. That is where I know that God is actually there with me. And how I hear God speak is that I have a very, very wide imagination. So God most times use my imagination to speak with me. It might just come as a picture. Ooh! Or it might even play out like a scene in my head, and I'm like, so when a particular thing happened, I feel like, oh, this thing has happened before. And then I remember, oh, okay, it was God speaking to me. And I'm not proud to say that. I still sometimes just play some of those thoughts as random thoughts. And then when it happens, I'm like, oh, I wish I took it more serious. But then I'm grateful. So this video is too long. Whew, let me just cut it here. I'm going to go and lose my hair. I have like 4 more. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3, 4, 4. And I feel like I'll be faster if I'm not in front of camera. So I need to end this video here. So if this video actually blessed you, do you want more conversations like this? I'm thinking of starting something where we can actually drop our questions, things that you want us to speak about. I mean, real talk that we cannot talk about in the church, that you want us to speak about, conversations you would like me to have that we cannot. I am here for you. I'm going to have it on your behalf on this, because I'm doing it on my phone. I'm ranting. If you have anything like that, I want me to want to send it in, you can send it in. And I find it very hard to pronounce this word, anonymously. Anonymously. And you should know what I'm saying. Now the word has even disappeared from my head. But you can send it in. Nobody will know you were the one that sent it. I would not tag you. Or if you want us to have a platform where you can send it in, where I personally would not even know you are the one that sent it, let me know. If you need help with something that you are finding it hard to share in church, you need, okay, if you are finding it hard to share in church, but you really want to talk about it, just send it in. I'm going to try as much as possible to answer. And this is the end of the video. I hope our churches become more spaces where we can ask anything, where our curiosity will not be taken for granted, where our curiosity will not be taken for being black, where our curiosity will not be taken for us wanting to backslide. I hope we have platforms where Christians can really open up and ask questions that we really want to ask. But I am going to say it to round up. Please make sure you know God by yourself. Know God beyond your pastor. Know God beyond the church you attend. Know God beyond whatever. Just know God by yourself. And that's what that matters really. Because in the old hand, Jesus is personal. I'll see you in my next video. If you want me to do more sit down videos like this, let me know in the comments. Please don't leave this place without subscribing, without liking this video, because that will just make me know that you enjoyed it and I'll do more of it. And I'll see you in my next one. Keep being amazing and keep trusting God. Dirty hand. Bye.